Hey guys, welcome to another Monster Evolution Go video. This should be a short one. I'm making this video because I'm getting a lot of questions on how to get S Plus and SS tier Pokemon. So figured instead of just answering a whole bunch of messages one by one, I would just make a video and address all the questions at once. Anyways, before I go into it, let's don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe. That really helps me out. And with that, let's get right into it. So here I am on my secondary account, and I'll have to say, if you're planning or if you want to have S Plus or SS Plus Pokemon, you're probably gonna need to spend money on the game. You do get these two Pokemon for free for playing the game. So they do give you these two. These are very good Pokemon, by the way. They give you those two very good Pokemon for free. This is a tank and this is a backliner damage dealer, right? So as long as you play the game, you get those for free, and then you just save up if you're a free-to-play player, you just play with those two, and you save up these legendary universal shards to get more copies of them and then power them up, right? And these are kind of hard to come by if you don't spend any money on the game, if you're free to play, right? Probably the easiest way for you to get these is gonna be to go here to the common universal shards and hitting combine, and then combining your common into the legendary, right? So I can combine 42, I'll just go ahead and do it, into 14. Now I have 15, and you need 80 of these to you convert them into shards. You convert them into legendary Pokemon shards, and you can only convert them into Pokemon you already have, right? So you can't convert them into like an S rank, S plus rank Pokemon that you don't already have, right? So the way you would convert those is you go to the Pokemon that you already have, right? And you go into Star and you hit the plus here, and there you can see combine and universal shard. You can go into universal shard, and then you just slide over to the left and use all of them. You get 15 of these, and similarly you can use these for any Pokemon you have, basically. There you go, universal shards, right? And that's how you would use them to get more copies of your Pokemon so you can start up your Pokemon. That's if you're free to play, right? If you're willing to pay a little bit of money on the game, then you should look at this first purchase. The first purchase is probably going to be the fastest way you can get your S Plus Pokemon. All right. So if you hit the first purchase here, the very first thing it says, like, spend any amount and you get these, right? So that has nothing to do with that. But here we go. So if you, and it says here, by the way, diamond purchase only. So the only way you can trigger this here, you would get a Kyogre or Groudon, your pick. I would suggest for late game, Kyogre is probably the better choice. When a Mega Evolved Kyogre is just a little bit better than the Mega Evolved Groudon. They're both fantastic, by the way. So, or your choice. If you like Groudon better, it's up to you. Or if you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna start building a fire team, or I'm gonna start building a water team, pick according, right? So spending $15 on gems would get you one of these, and would get you all this other stuff. So this would also, you get to choose from these. You pick this if you pick Groudon, and you pick one of the other ones if you go with Kyogre. So $15. Oops. Come on. So $15 you can get an S rank Pokemon. Actually, this is probably the cheapest way for you to get an S plus Pokemon. Then the next would be, oh, by the way, yeah, and to make this trigger, so $14.99 to receive an evolution pack worth blah, right? Diamond purchase only. So what they want you to do here is for you to go here and go to the $15 one and buy that. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to. They want you to buy this one right here, the 980 diamond pack, right? And then you would trigger this and you would be able to claim it. Okay, then you just go down the line. You can see there's the $30 one, and for the $30 one you would get a choice between Lugia and Regigigas. I would say Lugia is probably the better one. He has Lugia has a little bit of a support, kind of like sharing damage, passive ability, and also resisting death. So like if you try to kill Lugia, Lugia will resist death and keep resisting death, and then when Lugia takes a turn he heals. So it's a nice tank. And you would get this legendary universal stone, which is amazing. That's to power up your legendary equipment. So one of these, for instance, it would allow you to star up your equipment. Oh gosh, it keeps... oh my goodness. This is a very finicky menu. Okay, here we go. Then there's, of course, it gets better and better as you pay more, of course. So $50. You would get your choice between Reshiram and Jirachi. I would say if you do spend the money to get this, pick Jirachi. Unless you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna be building a fire team. It's up to you, but Jirachi is just a fantastic support. It offers healing, stunning, damage. It's just a very good unit. All right, so Jirachi, that would be my pick anyway. And you get 3 of these, and you get a pick of one of these, all to help with your new acquired Pokemon. So that's $50. And then of course $100 if you're willing to spend. You get 2. You get to choose 2, right? You get to choose Giratina or Darkrai, and you get to choose if you want to take both to add them to your Pokédex, so one of each, or you pick 2 of the same and you can star up that Pokemon. If you're planning on spending on the game, it's probably more beneficial for you to pick one of each, because you can get more copies of them later with the legendary pieces, right? Where if you just pick the same one twice, you won't be able to get more copies of that other Pokemon using legendary pieces. Again, up to you. If you're not planning on spending much on the game, just pick 2 of the same, and it will allow you to star up your Pokemon easier that way. And yeah, and it gets you 5 of these, which is absolutely insane. And it gives you one of these, which allows you to star up your Pokemon as well. Your S plus rank Pokemon. And that would be the fastest way for you guys to get S plus Pokemon. Another way for you to get it, which is a little slower, but it's probably the cheaper route, is gonna be through time limited event and daily top up. Now this, you can spend anything, it doesn't have to be diamonds, right? So with the other ones, with the first purchase event thing, If you read at the very bottom there, it says diamond purchase only, diamond purchase only, diamond purchase only, and diamond purchase only. So don't go into the value pack and then like buy a $100 item here and thinking that it's going to trigger the trigger that fulfill this, basically, because it's not. All right, so just keep that in mind. You can't go into the value pack, buy a $100 pack there, and think that you can claim this. You can't. You have to spend it here. That's the only way to claim that. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And like I said, the slower way, where is it again? Oh god, I lost it. Is time limited daily top up. And then here you can purchase anything. So this would be anything. So you could trigger this doing anything. Okay, I'll have to come back there later. But you can trigger that in any way. You can go like here and then go to the monthly subscription and purchase the $5 the Pokemon monthly card, and that would trigger. Keep going to the wrong place. And that would trigger the first. It would trigger the top up for this day for you, right? And then you would be able to claim this, and then you would have to do this 5 times basically to claim all of them, right? And on the 5th one you would get one of these, which is amazing. So it would be $5 here, $5, $5, $5, $5. That's $25. And for $25 you will have enough to get an S plus Pokemon plus a red detail. So for $25, that's a really decent value, on top of the fact that you are getting whatever you're spending on, right? So you're just spending on the game, and this is a bonus. So pretty good. And then you gotta pick between Shaman or Regigigas. But honestly, if you haven't already started on this, I wouldn't, because there's like 2 days left and you are never gonna reach the end. So if that's the case, then just wait until the next one. There's always a top-up event going on, so just wait for the next one. And that would be the other way for you to get on S plus Pokemon. And the only other and then of course there's events, diamond spending events, where you can get an S plus Pokemon. The only problem with that is if you are on a budget. If you're on a budget, you're not gonna have that much diamond, and I would not advise you zeroing out on your diamond to try to get one S plus Pokemon. It's simply not worth it. All right, so save your diamond, and because don't forget, there's a fortune cat. You will always want to get all the chances on the fortune cat. You gotta make sure that you stretch out your diamonds. You don't want to be zeroed out on diamonds. All right, so keep that in mind. The legendary summons, they will pop up every once in a while, like fairly frequent. They will pop up, and they will pop up here sometimes, and it will be above the optional card draw. Optional card draw. You'll be above this, and you'll be 2,400 and something, 2,400 and something diamonds to do a 10 pull. And you do your 10 pull, and you get like one S rank Pokemon and various other items, and even like shards for the S rank Pokemon that you're trying to pull, right? And you, with a chance, get that S rank Pokemon that is on the banner, right? Usually there's 2 to choose from. Another event that they have is gonna be usually towards the top here with the other event related things, and it costs 780 to do, I believe, a temple, and that would be very similar to doing one of these trinket pulls. So okay, this costs 680. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this so that I can better illustrate it for you. So let's imagine this was one of those events. You would hit the temple and you would get all of these items here, and you would get potentially, like, one of them would be a box that you could open, and it would give you shards for a S plus Pokemon. And usually those are going to be a competition based event, where the people who spend the most amount of diamonds will get copies of the S plus Pokemon at the end of the event, or at the end of the competition event, right? So first, second, and third place will get, so I think third place gets 1 copy, second place gets 1 copy and some shards, like legendary shards, and then like first place gets 1 copy and I think enough shards to create 2 more of the Pokemon if they want. I think that's from memory, right? But usually that's going to be the reward. So it depends on the server as well. Like if you're on my server, like sometimes there are some big spenders and they want to get the top, right? And they will spend, like, I don't know, it can get crazy. Some people will spend, like, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 gems to stay on top. All right, so just be cautious. You know, that's why I'm saying, like, if you're on a budget, you definitely don't want to be spending too much on those events. Save up your gems. But yeah, that's gonna be the way for you guys to get your S plus Pokemon. Now, if we go to the Pokedex here, you can look at them here, and then you can see there's the SS plus, right? Now, the only way you can get these is through Mega Evolution, right? And that means that means you need to watch my Mega Evolution video, right? And that's the only way to get these SS rank Pokemon, all right? On my main account, I have both of these, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. So if you're planning on if you want to get more S plus Pokemon, you have to spend, for the easiest way, the cheapest way to get it is gonna be the first time purchase, and that's gonna be $15. And then past that, the cheapest way to get it would be through the daily top up, and that's $25 total. And yeah, that's gonna be, and they're going to refresh through the Pokemon. You don't get to choose which one you get, and there's no other way to get it. You can't go to the diamond draw here. You can't do any of these and get them, right? If this was helpful, give me a like, give me a subscribe, shoot me a message. I'm always checking on those. I'm making this video because of comments. So again, shoot me a message, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.